2nd and goal now. Lawrence fires into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Christian Kirk. Turned outside, beat Bryce Callahan. And with an extra point, they'll be within 3.
This is Christian Kirk in the slot. He's going to run the corner route. He's got man coverage. And there's not a lot of room there. That ball was well thrown. Kirk uses his body to shield off, makes the play, and we've got ourselves a game.
I'll say. Meanwhile, a flag is down. You know, if you look at that play again, the right tackle, Jawan Taylor, I thought, false start. I don't know.
We were talking, it's Joey Bosa throwing his helmet, but we were talking about this yesterday, and I'm sure that's what Bosa is complaining about.
Yep.
He got a quick start.
Yep.
We've seen this over and over again. They don't seem to be calling this. It'd be nice to look at that and see, but I'm sure that's what Bosa's upset about.
He's got to be careful because he's one away from a disqualification.
That is definitely a false start.
Yeah, you tell me. At right tackle.
He might be asking for the holding penalty, too.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 97. Half the distance penalty will be enforced on the try. Jacksonville has elected to go for a 2-point try at the 1-yard line.
All right, Terry, your take.
That does not count at his second toward disqualification because he's just throwing his helmet. It's not a foul against an official or taunting or abusive language. Mm-hmm. On the false start, I think in real time it's right with the ball, maybe a frame or so afterwards, but it's too technical and they generally don't call it when it's that tight. So I don't believe this should have been a false start on this play.
So meanwhile,
you're an defensive coach.
Yes, exactly right.
I promise you, I'd be throwing my helmet if I was on the sideline saying that's a false start.
So now they're going to go. They're going to line up to go. Well, the ball's at the 1-yard line, so this is not a 2-point attempt.
Yeah, no, they're going for 2.
Well, they are, but this is a really interesting call right now.
They're going to win. They're playing for the win on a field goal.
So Hasty is the running back. They're going for 2. And Lawrence reaches over and scores.
Doug Peterson rolling the dice.
I'll say. And the crowd is uproarious. Boy, that is some call, isn't it?
Lawrence realizing that all he has to do is stick that ball over, clearly over.
Did the same thing in a Thursday night game late in the season against the Jets. And they were able to try that conversion from the 1-yard line because of the Bosa penalty.
Now, if we could go back to the last 2-point try, and we could see that Jacksonville was really had something going, should have been a call in the end zone, illegal contact. Again, they should have been trying another 2-pointer last time from the 1-yard line.
Well, we told you not to touch that dial. Maybe. That was some call. Bandy is back to receive. Cook kicks. Bandy takes the touchback. Second player with 4 TD passes. We did that game against the Browns in the COVID year. Ben Roethlisberger brought him from way behind. It's like something like 31-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then Cleveland had to hold on. Chargers from the 25-yard line. Herbert under pressure. Can't get away. Sacked at the 18. Roy Robertson Harris doing the dance.
They brought their big people in on offense, try to make Jacksonville think run. They went play action trying to take a shot and go deep. But that is a great move up front. Roy Robertson Harris, and they've got the crowd excited.
7-yard sack, second down, 17. To Eckler. Not a lot of blocking and can only pick up a few. Takes it to the 22-yard line. Gain of 4, 3rd and 13 upcoming.
Herbert has been very good in these situations. Be interesting to see how Jacksonville plays it. Do you sit back at the sticks, try to force them to throw the ball in front of you? Your rush has been getting there better in the second half. I'd let those 4 big guys just tee off. Sit back near the sticks.
4 minutes to go. Herbert throws, and it is juggled and caught, but stopped well short of the first down. Kelly is there. So the Jaguars get a 3 and out.
Defense comes through, and you're in a position now where you can win it with a field goal. So you don't have to play the whole field. You're only probably after this punt looking at maybe picking up about 40 yards.
J.K. Scott averaging only 34 yards per punt tonight on his 4 boots. This is another shorty. But takes a good Charger bounce. And is down to the 21-yard line with 3:09. The reimagined Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon headed back to Vegas. See the Manning brothers lead as the AFC and NFC head coaches in a new skills challenge. And the first ever AFC versus NFC flag football game. Tune in Sunday, February 5th, 3 Eastern on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and Disney XD. Jags have all their timeouts, ton of time, and the 2-minute warning.
And momentum.
And that's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy, former Patriots, had a good season. Knocks it down.
Yeah, they sent Etienne in motion, tried to show the bubble screen left, come back to the right. Van Noy, the great play, got the hands up and almost picked it off.
Second and 10. Lawrence to throw his 44th pass. Caught. And picking up the first down. Christian Kirk. Up to the 33-yard line.
Chargers brought 5. Jacksonville picked it up, gave him a clean pocket. Good ball to Christian Kirk and a good run after the catch.
Lawrence now, after a terrible first half with 4 picks, has thrown for 274 yards in the game. On first down, deep drop, under pressure, slides out the back door, and steps out of bounds about 3 yards shy of the first down. His first carry of the night, first time anybody's carried the ball for them except Etienne.
Brings up a second and short. You could run the ball here. You've got the 2-minute warning coming up.
All their timeouts. A lot of options on 2nd down and 2. They'll throw. And that is going to be caught at the 50-yard line against good, tight coverage. Kirk covered by Callahan.
What a difference a half makes.
Wow.
The Chargers were making all these plays on the contested balls in the first half. Now it's the Jacksonville receivers who are coming up with them.
Will they run a play before the 2-minute warning? They will. And that is caught on the outside, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning with Jones making the catch. So if you just tuned in, or if you tuned out and just tuned back in expecting to see a movie or something, Herbert, 273 yards and a touchdown. Asante Samuel, a gigantic first half with 3 picks. Lawrence, 4 interceptions in the first half, and then 3 touchdowns in the second and 1 at the end of the first half. You know, Tony, we're talking about, you said that, you know, Doug Peterson pretty much stayed to that game plan, which doesn't seem like you can do that, but very much he did do that.
And he told Kaylee at halftime going off, hey, we just got to chip away. We've got to stay with it and settle down. And he meant it. I'm sure that's what he went in there. And that's what Trevor Lawrence did. He settled down and just got back to his game.
Well, you know, as we talked about it, you were down 21-0 and won a game. We were down by 21
we talked
points
about the speech
in the last 3.5.
And now they're at a point where basically you're playing for about 15 yards. You got to make 15 yards, run the clock down, and you can kick a field goal to win the game and not give them a chance. And you talked about timeouts being a factor maybe for the Chargers.
Yeah, that unsuccessful challenge leaves them with only 1 if they get the ball back. So here comes a big, everything's a big at this point, big 2nd and 5.
Chargers look like they're coming.
Now they back away. You got ETN. Going to come up about a yard short.
Get up there, go quick, run it again, get the first down.
Third and 1. Lawrence. That's incomplete. All right, now.
You got a quarterback sneak this and make sure you get it. You got to get about a foot.
So 128.
I would have run it right there, made sure I picked up my first down, but they've got a good quarterback sneak, man, no question.
See if he can leap over the line as he's done with some frequency this season. At 6'6", reach out, try to cross the line. Oh, what do we have here? We've got a whistle, and we have
Jacksonville, 30 seconds.
They take a timeout. Kill said he didn't like the play.
He changed it, and I'm not sure the look that he saw. Doug Peterson didn't like the look,
right,
and called timeout.
All right, here's the look. What did he see here?
Everybody crowded in. They're looking to play the sneak. I don't know if this play now was going to be an outside run to ETN. I don't know if he had the sneak on and killed it, but we'll see where they go here. They only need about a foot.
Mm-hmm. Bosa can only pace the sideline and hope. 3 backs behind him. To the outside. ETN. First down and a ton more. And stays in bounds to the 15-yard line.
What a call.
Whoa. They had lined up 3 backs behind him.
It looked like the sneak, like everybody was going to get in there to push. They wanted to get them to fall inside. This was set up well. This looks like the sneak formation, but they're going to use Travis Etienne's speed and get outside, and now you're just going to run this clock down and kick the field goal. ETN does a good job staying in bounds.
Well, Doug is known for some very interesting and unique stuff. And this time he gets popped. ETN at the line of scrimmage, that time by Morgan Fox.
I wouldn't have even taken a chance with a handoff. I would have taken a couple of knees.
So the Chargers right now, who would have believed it? In a deep hole, you got a chip shot field goal, which could send them out of the playoffs after they led 27-0 late in the first half. So Doug Peterson, who called for the Phillies special in the Super Bowl, who was the beneficiary of the double doink game, Philadelphia against Chicago, and then lines up. And when's the last time you saw a formation with 3 backs behind the quarterback? But in today's world, you think they want to push the quarterback across the line of scrimmage.
No, it was well set up. Only needed an inch. I'm thinking quarterback sneak. ETN puts you down there in field goal position.
Riley Patterson now. Staley can call a timeout if he chooses. Going to spot the ball on the ground at about the 26, so it's a 36-yard field goal attempt. Logan Cook to hold. And Staley does call the timeout. The official almost knocks Cook over.
They don't want him to get his practice kick in.
No. Largest in history, of course, the Bills against the Oilers back in the '92 wild card game. The Colts against the Chiefs.
Andrew Luck, I remember that.
Right,
one.
2013. And this would be the 3rd largest. And create one long transcontinental flight home for the Chargers. Meanwhile, Jacksonville can set their sights likely on Kansas City. Here we go for the win. Got it, but there's a flag down. There's a flag down as everybody's running out onto the field, but there's a penalty marker.
Offside. Defense number 26.
And they call it on the defense.
That's the end game.
Unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. You saw Mike McCoy there, now with the Jaguars staff, former Charger head coach. Talking to Justin Herbert. Patterson boots them into the divisional round. Derwin James. The long ride home, and it's the end of the season for a team that was all set to go on to round 2. That kick just good. Oh, and Brandon Staley can only look in anguish. And the exultation. Doug Peterson going,
did it really go through?
Yeah.
Did we win this game?
Did we win this game? That would be the thought bubble, no question about it. Trevor Lawrence, horrendous first half, great second half. NBC Wildcard Playoff postgame show coming up after these messages.